I am Abhishek. I am founder and CEO of Movel AI. We are providing autonomous navigation software solutions to different hardware robotic companies. So, just to give an example, how does a robot navigates in a warehouse? So, suppose if you have an industry which is doing a warehouse and logistics, how does a robot move in those dynamic and unstructured environment? We are able to do that using the lidars without using any markers on the floor. For us, as a Movel AI, we are selling these softwares or making the software and giving it to the hardware robotic companies. So when you see the robotic markets throughout the world, China is leading the robotic market. There are so many hardware robotic companies based solely out of China, and if you see, there are more than 7,000 active robotic companies just registered in China, and that gives us a huge market opportunity for us. And that is where we thought of that having a team back there who can go out there, talk to the people, talk to customers, and even develop the ecosystem, develop the software over there, and have a team, the technical team and the sales team out there collaborating and working together with the robotic companies. So that was the idea, and behind that, and that's why we went ahead and started hiring in China.
As I mentioned, that there are also a lot of like good auto enterprises here in Chongqing, like Chang'an Automobile. So there could be potential opportunities for your companies to invest more energy efforts on this area. So just wonder that do you guys have any potential plan or potential intention to cooperate with some of enterprises here in Chongqing?
Yes, we definitely have a lot of interest for us to collaborate with the companies based in Chongqing. So, if you see as you rightly mentioned, there are a lot of automobile companies based in Chongqing, and they have a huge warehouses or factories where they're doing the manufacturing. And for that, they need the demand for robotics, the AGVs for moving things around is huge, and there we see a lot of potential for us to collaborate with those AGV manufacturers to use the software, and that is why we would be attending the event next week to explore that potential collaboration opportunities.
Okay, that sounds great. So moving on to our next question, will be, in your opinion, like what kind of efforts has Movel AI made in terms of promoting the partnership between China and Singapore? So I understand that there could be a lot of like government related policies to stimulate enterprises between China and Singapore. So has Movel AI participated in any like things, events or campaigns like that?
Yes, we have been actively been involved in a lot of partnership programs organized by the Singapore and the Chinese government. So one of the example is the ACE Nanjing program, which was held in May 2019. We participated in that as one of the companies. We have actively taken partnership in the ESG, which is based in Beijing, and they have been helping us out to. It's a government organization based in Singapore who is also based in China, and they have been helping us out for the events. And there are some VCs such as Plug and Play who help us, who we got connected through the help of ESGs. So I think the government organization across both countries have really helped startup like us to collaborate with the cross country collaboration.
Mhm. And do you think there will be, or do you expect there will be more opportunities like this in the future?
For sure, because we feel that for the Singapore based companies, China being a very huge market, or even the talent availability in China is very huge. A lot of Singapore based companies are considering going and expanding into China. Similarly, for China based companies, they are also looking to go international. Singapore is a very good tested market for them to expand.
I see. So speaking of that, speaking of the partnership between China and Singapore, what's the motivation behind for Movel AI to be part of the Smart China Expo? And what will you expect to gain from this event?
We definitely there's a lot of room for collaborations in the Smart China Expo next week. As I mentioned that there are a lot of automotive companies based in Chongqing, and we see there will be a lot of robotic companies being participating in these events who would be collaborating with these automobile enterprises. So we see a huge uh, uh, potential collaboration opportunities with those companies. Secondly, we are also looking to expand our team. So we would definitely meet a lot of people who are interested to come and see these kind of technologies. So when they know about these kind of tech, they would definitely like to meet our team and be part of our team. So that is what we are looking forward for next week during the event.
And speaking of the like recruiting talents, uh, do you expect to? I'm not sure if if that's in your plan to recruit some of our like Chinese employees to be a part of to be a part of team, because there are also a lot of talents like from China actually have a special focus on like high technologies and also robotic materials.
Yes, definitely. I mean, as if the in 2020, we definitely had a plan to move into China and expand a lot over there. Unfortunately, because of pandemic, we couldn't go over there. So we recruited our employees virtually, which means like they were already in China. There are Chinese citizens who are already staying in China. We started recruiting them, and we continue to do. We'll be continuing to do that because we feel that if we have to expand over there, it is the people who are based locally would be knowing much better about the culture. They will be knowing much better about the technologies being used over there and the immediate gaps. Sitting in Singapore, we may not have that idea, but the people who are present over there, they will definitely, if we have them in our team, they will definitely help us fill those gaps. So yeah, I mean, to say that we are actively looking to recruit more people based in China.
Mhm. That sounds great.
Yeah.
So moving on to our last question. So in your opinion, what are some potential areas for future cooperation between China or like Chongqing and Singapore? So because like we've talked about a lot about like robotics and high tech things. So what are the other areas? So such as education or um, I don't know, like human resources or anything like can share data or can share like common resources. So do you have any opinion on that area?
Sure. I think one of the key things which there could be a potential collaboration could be two, which comes on top of my mind is first is the health tech. I think because of the recent pandemic, there has been a lot of focus on the health tech based research which is being going on, and I think Singapore and China are jointly doing a lot of research together. And if the companies can share that with each other, that gives a lot of room for potential collaboration. The second where they can collaborate is more on the education ed tech. So a lot of things moved online. So people who the training which was happening in classroom has moved online. So that again opens up a huge market where even the teachers from by sitting in Singapore would be able to access the students in China. Similarly, the students who are based in Singapore will be able to get the education from China, from what exactly about the culture. So I think that has because of the pandemic, I would see this two being a very good opportunities for Singapore and Chongqing to collaborate in future. Apart from what I've already mentioned on the robotics and automobile uh,
Mm.
collaborations.